We approach the memory here in the Centre for Dialogue and Prayer in Auschwitz, Oświęcim, which is the Polish name for Auschwitz, basically beginning with the present. Whereas when you went to Museum Auschwitz, it was about the past. But we begin with the present and to suggest to individuals and groups like yourselves 4 points, basically, we say. That everything begins with silence and listening here. And then we say the first point basically is to listen to the voice of the earth. You know, it really means to know the facts here. The facts are all about the past, because you cannot be here without knowing the facts. It's difficult because when you're in the camps, it's 2017. It's not the 1940s. So you don't see anybody starving, you see no cruelty, you get no bad smells. So to get a sense of the invisible is very important. It's a very important task in memory. And although people come here generally knowing some facts, it's only when they're here and walking the earth they realize how little we know. So the second point we offer, it's to listen to the voice of your heart. We try and create a place where reflection is possible and where people can connect and begin a process of reflection in terms of how is it impacting maybe on my own story. Would I have shared my bread? Or would I have stolen bread? Would I have kept hope or lost hope? You know, we don't know because we've never been here as prisoners and transported, so we've no idea. We really don't know how we would have behaved. The third point we say, again beginning with silence and listening, is to listen to the voice of the other. Again, it's recognizing that the other comes with their own story. Everybody speaks about themselves and not one about the other, and everyone listens. It means that there is no finger pointing at anybody. And because if that happens, it can become very emotional, and it's hard to bring people back to, you know, their own perspective as such. So we say, therefore, that to empower the life around the wound is what's important today. Dialogue also means respect for what cannot be said. So the fourth point we say is to listen to the voice of God. We offer that. It's a spiritual dimension, and people will interpret that in the way that fits themselves and where they're coming from. This dimension also is about listening, knowing the facts, because then we can encounter the questions: where was God also, and where were you? And where are you today in terms of your values? For us here, everything begins with listening. You know? And the listening means I respect you in your otherness. You know? The listening enables us to open ourselves to the other, so that the other's story can become part of who I am.
Do you believe there is hope for the future?
Oh, I believe there's hope in this moment. And if I believe there's hope in this moment, there's hope for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Maybe today there is really a great invitation, even though it's a very big challenge, to choose peacemaking as a way forward, to choose recognizing that each person, no matter who they are, where they are from, has dignity. And we often say here that one of the big lessons in Auschwitz is to take away that the dignity and respect for the human person. So to take the message from here, not my message, the message from Auschwitz is really the respect and the dignity. Yes, so you know, as I said earlier, you know how to do it and what to do. So keep doing whatever you're doing. That's it.
We just want to say